Welcome to the Drag Me to the Movies podcast extras. I'm Ned.
And I'm Joe.
In this episode, we're going to be talking about the movies through the decades that we've been alive and maybe just a little bit before that have had impacts on us. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do is pick probably 2-3 movies, maybe throw in a fourth if you think of anything. But yeah, let's start with Joe. Where do you want to begin?
So when we first talked about this, we talked about like the decades we were alive, but I did go back to the 70s just because I had an older sister and some of my movie taste came from my mom, and a lot of the movies she had introduced me to were from the 70s. So I just included that because it kind of helps form, I think, more of a picture of me. So
Yeah, I like it.
So let's start with the 70s. All right.
All right.
I only have two listed here, but these are the two that are kind of like the most that kind of formed what my taste in movies has grown to become. Okay. So the first one is The Jerk. Have you ever seen The Jerk, Ned?
I have seen The Jerk many times.
Oh my God. It is one of my favorite movies. It is ridiculous. Steve Martin does a fantastic job playing a buffoon in this film, or a simpleton. I love it. It's so quotable. Yeah. And then the second one, probably no surprise to our listeners that have been around for a while, is Young Frankenstein.
Very nice.
This was the first Mel Brooks movie I'd seen, and that kind of cemented my love for Mel Brooks. So yeah, those were kind of the two that really hit me, and started my movie career, or lack thereof.
Very nice.
What about you, Ned? Since I kind of put you on the spot for 70s, what did you have in there?
So, not to really be surprising, Young Frankenstein would be on my list as well, because mostly
Nice.
I didn't have an older sibling, but my dad definitely did have impact on some of my taste in movies. He is, I would say, predominantly a fan of comedies, and I don't know if he would say it outright, but he is essentially a guy that gives horror a chance as well. So Young Frankenstein kind of fit both of those, and that was one that we definitely watched together when I was younger. Another one that would be on the list is Willy Wonka. That was one, obviously directed at kids a little bit more, but my dad would appreciate it, from Gene Wilder's point of view and some of the other things that are in there. And then for a third one, Jaws. I mean, I've watched that movie so much throughout my life, I can't even count. And the impact that movie has had is like, I can't even describe it. So
that's on your Mount Rushmore of films, right?
Oh yeah. Jaws is definitely in my top 5. So all right, moving on to the 80s. What do you got?
All right, the 80s, when we were just babes. All right, so continuing on the crazy comedy stuff, Airplane is, oh my God, it's so good. I didn't see it until I think early 2000s.
Okay.
But I loved it, and I still love it, and I can't get enough of it. And then of course, The Empire Strikes Back. I'm a Star Wars nerd, and this is my favorite. We've talked about this on the podcast before. And then I think we talked a little bit too, Ned. I have 4 in this one, so I'm gonna give you two more.
Sure.
I think I talked about Better Off Dead, right, on the podcast before.
I think you've mentioned it a few times.
Yeah, like that's one of my favorites as well. It's got a lot of heart, and it's also silly. Yeah. Thanks for the $2. It's just so good. And then this one I don't think I've talked to you much about, but Rain Man.
Really?
I have a soft spot in my heart for Rain Man. That was a good film.
Yeah. It is. So, I definitely don't think I've ever heard you mention that one.
Yeah, I do enjoy Rain Man.
Okay. Very nice. All right. So we do share The Empire Strikes Back. Definitely huge on Star Wars for me. Now, I know you talked about how some of the films were definitely, later on impacts for you. That was one of the things I actually used as a factor to kind of push something out. For example, The Thing would probably definitely be up there for me, but I really wasn't able to watch that when I was that young. So it was more later on. So for that decade, I kind of didn't include it based on that. But I have The Karate Kid The Karate Kid for me was the movie. Any day I was off school, sick, whatever, the Karate Kid was playing all the time for me, especially when I
Okay.
was over at my aunt's house. Yeah, it was pretty much on repeat for me.
I just can never get into the Karate Kid, and I think we talked about this before as
Mhm.
well. Just wasn't my thing.
Yeah,
I like karate. I like, martial art films. I just yeah, that one didn't do anything for me.
it did for me. I don't know why. Like, I think, the Japanese culture stuff that's in there, the fact that
Mhm.
I loved like ninja, karate, all that stuff, it just all kind of coalesced together for me at a time that I was like, yep, I like this.
That's
Um,
fair.
and then a third movie is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Mm,
So that one
not
I just
surprised.
it's a great adventure movie. I love adventure movies. And then of course I had two others that were up for contention aside from the thing, The Princess Bride and Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah, good ones.
So, all right, let's roll on into the 90s. What do you got?
All right, I got a lot here because this is what molded me into the
Mm,
man that I am today, Ned.
okay.
So, continuing on the Mel Brooks train, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Mm,
Arguably my favorite. Well, my second favorite, I should say. Young Frankenstein's my favorite. My second favorite Mel Brooks film.
nice.
I just love it so much. And I love Dave Chappelle's acting in it so
Hmm.
much that I still love to listen to Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
It's so good,
I love,
so
like,
good.
I think my favorite part for him in that is the part where Little John and Robin are fighting on that little bridge. He's like, I'm on West Bank, I'm on East Bank.
Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, yeah. Just even the little stuff of like when he's surrounded by the guards and he's like, "Give me 1 minute, let me pump these up," and he has his
Oh,
his,
yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. The
his
pumps.
Adidas or his Nikes pumps or
Yep,
whatever, and he pumps them up.
yep.
It's so good. And then now I'm gonna go on a little bit of a streak here. There were a lot of movies aimed at children that I
Hmm.
still love watching today.
Okay, yeah, I
And
still have a lot too.
so Honey, I Shrunk the Kids,
Oh my God,
Little
yeah.
Rascals,
Yep,
Heavyweights, Little Giants, Three Ninjas. Like those are all focused at little kids.
yep.
And yet I still will put them on every so often and love them and laugh. Like
Oh yeah.
they're timeless for me.
I literally just watched Three Ninjas like a week or two ago.
Oh my god, so good.
Yeah.
Oh
And
man.
then
Yeah,
with that, I also watched Surf Ninjas. Did you ever see that one?
I haven't.
Oh my.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Oh, we're adding it because
That
guess
sounds like
who
you're
else is in
dragging me
it?
to Surf Ninjas.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen's in it.
Oh my. Oh,
Yeah,
he is. I
yeah,
just pulled it up. Oh
I,
my.
yeah. I think you need to see that one. I don't know
Okay.
how
Yeah, I'm
that's off
in.
your radar, especially if you're into those. All right, Surf Ninjas is added.
I'm sold.
Sorry, I cut you off there. Was there any more from the 90s?
No, that was it. That
Okay,
was my tangent of kid movies. So,
nice,
yeah.
very
What
nice.
were your '90s
Uh,
standouts?
so for me, Jurassic Park,
Mm,
Terminator 2,
yep.
uh, The Matrix coming in at the tail
Yeah.
end there. And then if I throw in anything else, I'm throwing these in. The Mask was definitely one that I watched a lot in the 90s. Home
I
Alone was a
I
lot.
I just watched The Mask last night
It
again.
holds up for me at least.
Yeah, it's very good. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. And then one that I wanted to include, but it was definitely one I didn't watch a lot in that decade was The Crow. I love that movie,
Mm.
the music,
Yeah, I
everything
actually
about
forgot
that.
about that. It's so good.
Yeah.
So good. And I don't know about you, but like after like I had watched it before and thought it was badass because just how like dark it is.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like you're used to like superheroes being one way, and this is like such a dark take on it.
Yeah.
But then when I found out about him being shot and
Yep.
killed in it, like that made it even like cooler of a million. Like not that I want to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
it's
yeah.
cool that he got
No,
shot,
I
but like
understand what you're going for.
it just makes it more like it makes it stand out more for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are good picks, Ned.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. What do you got after the
All right, so now
Y2K situation?
we're after Y2K, and this is when we are molding into young adults, Ned.
Yes.
Um, so I bet you can't guess what my first one listed on this one is.
Uh I mean, I don't think it's The Prestige. We just watched that.
No,
Probably not Kill Bill.
no,
Um Gosh, there's so many. For
maybe a
you,
comedy,
I would
Ned.
think
Maybe it's
Anchorman maybe.
yeah, Anchorman. Yeah, Anchorman. Oh my god, I love it. Lord of the Rings. Oh my god.
Mm,
300.
yeah.
And then I don't know that we talked about this much either, but The Last Samurai.
Mm,
I really dug that film.
yeah.
Um, yeah. What? What are you
And so
laughing about?
I laugh because I remember a friend of mine from high school. He's like, I just got done watching Kill Bill and Last Samurai, and I want to go out and buy a ninja sword, cut some stuff up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Fun fact about that. So my friends and I watched The Last Samurai together,
Hmm.
like shortly after it came out. And my one friend that you've met before, and I'm gonna call him out on this, Kevin,
Mm,
had like a sword collection at his
okay.
house. And he really wanted to get into acting like after high school. And so he started collecting acting swords. Like they were blunt,
Okay. So practice
swords.
based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we would every so often go out in his yard and swing them at each other and play. And he stabbed at me the one time and it went through the hilt. And I have a scar on my hand where a practice or a acting sword went through my hand.
Oh shit.
Um, yeah. And I blame the Last Samurai for this. That did that
Oh
to us.
no. That's unfortunate, but
Yeah, good
okay.
times.
Yeah.
All right, that's my 2000s. What do you got, Ned?
All right. My 2000s. They're
Starts with Anchorman?
no, Anchorman didn't
No,
make the list,
my
unfortunately.
heart. My
Like,
heart.
don't get me wrong, I like Anchorman. Not necessarily the second one, but it doesn't
My heart.
register with some of the movies I'm about to list
I
off.
get it. We're different people. I get it. I
Right,
get
right,
it.
right. So there's The Dark Knight.
Oh
That
yeah,
movie, I can't say enough good things. Casino Royale. Um,
that's a good
seeing
one.
Daniel Craig as Bond and that movie, oh, I loved it. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2,
Oh,
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. It's just
I don't know
all
why I
that.
didn't think of those. Yeah.
Yeah. I've already mentioned Kill Bill. And then, of course, Batman Begins before The Dark Knight. Iron Man came out in this decade. The Prestige was on my list. And then there's one that it was definitely introduced into me in high school. And then the movie came out just very shortly thereafter was Catch Me If You Can with Tom
Okay.
Hanks and
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. You've seen that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Those movies were my 2000s. So my 2010s start off with The Social Network.
Okay.
I love that movie. The just dedication that's shown in there for the code. I really appreciate the music, all the stuff that came together for that movie. I really enjoyed it. It's one of those movies that if I'm looking to have a coding weekend, I might throw that on and
Okay.
just vibe. Yeah. Uh, Another one is Deadpool. The fact that that movie exists, I'm so happy. Logan came out 2017. I definitely enjoyed that one. And then my quick honorable mention: Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, The Avengers, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So very heavily influenced by Marvel, but 2010s were good for me.
Very cool. So the one that I had to question because I did a Google search and it told me one date, but the IMDb tells me another date, and it's right at the turn of the 2010s into the
Okay.
2020s. So I'm gonna keep it in the 2010s.
Yeah, count up for that because like I hate like for example, have you heard about the movie Obsession yet?
No.
Okay, it's a horror movie that's out in theaters right now. It just came out like May something, May 12th of this year. However, it was at a festival back in 2025. I say the theatrical release date is the date it comes out. The festivals and all the stuff that people have privilege to go to see those, sure,
Yeah.
whatever. But the actual date that releases in theaters is what I consider the release date.
Okay. All right. All right. So then the one that was I wasn't sure about is 1917.
Okay.
It so IMDb has this 2019, but then Google says released in 2020. So I'm not sure which to go off of.
I mean,
But I'm
yeah,
more likely
just
to say it's probably IMDb. So we'll say it's in the teens. But I just love that it was that one shot
mhm.
the whole way through. I love that it's World War One based. I love my war movies, and this one's really well portrayed. It's just still a really good film. Ready Player One. This was like kind of for me the return to technology based films after The Matrix. I don't
Mm.
know like my history with movies isn't the greatest, so like there probably were other ones at the time that were filling the gap between then and the Matrix, but Ready Player One was just really cool for me. Like the idea of being able to go into VR, play games, this whole mysterious
Yeah.
architect leading like Easter eggs and things, and it just was a good story, and it was a good book too. And
Hmm.
this is one of the few where I read the book first.
Oh, okay.
Well, I listened to the book first,
I mean, that's
and
fine.
then watched it, and I felt like it held pretty true to the source material, and I was happy with it.
Yeah. Plus all the
Uh,
IP it was able to get a hold of.
right, yeah, yeah, it was really cool. The Hateful Eight,
Hmm.
that was one that I didn't watch until later in life, but it was really good, and so I added that. And then this one, I saw this in the theater 4 times. I just loved it. Was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mm, okay.
I thought they did a great job. I know it wasn't terribly historically accurate.
Yeah.
But Queen's music is great. The way that they portrayed the concerts and everything just fantastic. And yeah, it's a great film.
Yeah. I agree. I've enjoyed it. I think I've only seen it once, but yeah,
Okay.
it's a good one. Very nice. All right. What about your 2020s?
All right, so my 2020s. Let's start with probably the highlight of the 2020s was Sinners.
Mm,
Um,
that's also on my
man,
list.
that film hit me hard. I had no idea what I was getting into when I watched it. Oh, it was so good,
Yeah. That
so
was
good.
definitely lightning in a bottle.
Yeah. The Batman, I
Hmm.
was
Also on my
another one
list.
I was pleasantly surprised with. The Super Mario movie, again, I was super nervous about this, if you recall.
I do. I also
But
told you to
they
give him
they
a
did such a
chance.
great job about it. Yep, you did. You talked me through it, Ned, and I
I
appreciate
did.
you for that.
Yep.
Um, and then this is one from like just a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago actually. Remarkably Bright Creatures.
Mm,
Oh my
nice.
god, what a fantastic film. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
have not taken the
that's
time to watch that one yet, but I
yeah, I know
will.
we're only like a little over halfway through the 2020s, but that's gonna hold a good spot in my heart. It was a good
Yeah.
film.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, what about your 2020s?
All right. So, A Sinners was definitely there. A more
Hmm.
recent one is Project Hail Mary. I love
I
what
haven't
they
gotten
did
to
with
see it
that
yet.
movie. Yeah. I even got a chance to listen to the audiobook. There definitely are differences between the two, but I really enjoy what they did with the movie. So definitely highly recommend you check that one out this year in
Okay.
theaters if you can. Another one for 2020s is the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Um,
Mm,
that movie, I don't care how much it is nostalgia feeding into me, but seeing Wolverine and Deadpool together with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, let alone
yeah.
the full Wolverine costume come into play, like that was a great time for me. And
Yeah, it's a very hype movie.
yeah,
Like I remember when I watched it, I had like goose pimples most of the
yep,
time. It was just so well done.
yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then there's so many other good ones. Godzilla minus one, Spider-Man No Way Home, and
Mm,
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Like I love what Sony is doing with those animated movies. Just yeah, I'm so excited to see what the rest of the 2020s have. But it's a great
yeah, we have
start.
another
And
Spider-Man coming up soon, don't we?
yes, yep. It's pretty much right after kind of the No Way Home and how things are kind of reset and the sacrifices Peter had to make in order to have things carry on.
Right.
So we get to finally see the fallout from that and how he handles it. So I'm definitely excited to see what that brings. But I'll tell you one thing: like just between last year and this year, horror is having such a great release cycle of movies that I'm absolutely thrilled to see what's yet to come. But yeah, there's been so many good movies. Horror's doing great. Comedy has suffered a little bit, I would say, in the past
Yeah.
decade or so. I feel like cancel culture and some of the sensitivity things have played into that a bit. But there's a couple that are taking risks and coming back. So I'm hoping that that gets a resurgence. We had the Naked Gun. There's one I Love Boosters looks interesting. I haven't had a chance to
Mm.
check that one out, but I'll be sure to do so. So yeah. Anything coming up that you're looking forward to in the future, sir?
I'm sure there are. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what, but like from the comedy side, I saw a trailer for a movie called Breadwinner.
Yes. Yep.
That looks interesting to me.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of gosh, not Multiplicity, Mr. Mom with Michael Keaton,
yes, yeah,
kind of like that.
yep. And I do like Nate Bargatze too, so I'm hoping he does a good job with this.
Yeah, it looks like a good time. Hopefully that's the case.
Agreed.
But yeah, that's all I had. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, sir?
I mean, just one other thing, I guess. I did see the new Super Mario movie as well, Mario Galaxy, and it was really well done as well.
Good. I wasn't hearing the greatest things about that, so I haven't checked it out yet. But I do plan on it.
I think the story was a little bit, I don't know, a little less complex as the first one. Not that the first one was super complex. But this also is more of a nostalgia bait as well.
Gotcha.
There was a lot of crossover to other Nintendo IP era IPs. IPs. You know, so it kind of opened up. I think that we're going to be getting a Nintendo Cinematic Universe. So you know, take that as you will, but
interesting.
It definitely opens up a lot of potentials.
Very cool. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode. Be sure to check us out on Threads of Facebook at To The Movies Pod, and also check us on YouTube where you can interact with us in the comments. And that's at The Movies Pod. And also, Joe and I are doing a website with Warlock Wi-Fi called Film Jokers, and that's at filmjokers.com. We do movie reviews, rankings, whatever we really want to. There's a contact form there that you can fill out and make recommendations to us if you're looking for our opinion on something. But thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for going down that nostalgic road with me, Ned.
Yeah, man. It's always fun to talk about movies and the influence on people's lives.
Indeed.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.